Okay, so hello everybody. Um, let's start the technical drawings class. I'm going to share the screen to show you what I want you to do. All right, so this is today's object. You can download this from ePortal. You get the models for your group. Also remember that there is task upload already available. And time ends at 11 o'clock. There's some addition, a few minutes there for a backup, but remember that 11 o'clock is the deadline for an upload and for finished task. If you would like to finish this during the week, which I strongly recommend, then after 3 p.m. will be also a possibility to upload during the next week the finished version. Okay, but today this is the object we got. First and very important thing, forget about this little part in here, okay? We do not treat it as it is there. So for us, that does not exist, okay? This is just indication of this element of some metrics, measurements taken in producing this. So this little thing do not exist for us. And all the other things exist. And in case it will be the real world, okay. First, I should ask if you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So in the real world, we cannot see the visible edges. So in the real world, actually, we can see something like that. And you need to think, well, which edges are actually the visible ones and should be drawn. But in case of this software that we got here, it's rather easy because in that way you can see the fillings with the edges, and in that view you can also take a look at that. But be aware, this software also shows something that do not exist in reality. Like here, this is not a visible edge, right? This is just because it is how it was created in the software. So you need to check out anyway if the software also shows you good the visible edges. The lettering also is not important for us, so let's pretend it's not there. And again, this little dot in here, we treat it as it's not there. So if we treat that this dot is not here, then you have also here some recommendations for the drawing on your portal, that you should find the main view, use minimum number of views that will allow to draw all the details. So not all the views in rectangular projection. Use the rectangular projection style, preferably European. You need to use a cross section today and symmetry indication and draw it in scale. So let's go one by one through that. Let's say which view should be the main, and obviously not this one, right? And not this one, but just the front view as it opens is the main view. Doesn't matter if you rotate it horizontally or vertically. Uh, in the end, this is the main view, as the main view shows the most details in here. So here you get all the visible borders that we drawn and symmetry. This object, regarding that we do not accept this to be here, can be not even half symmetry with drawn with half symmetry like that, but also just quarter symmetry, right? So you can draw just a quarter of that and indicate. You got here also the presentation already in the PDF, which was not at the beginning, but now you have the presentation in PDF and you can follow that presentation. Here you got those examples of symmetry also, how it looks like when this is quarter symmetry. So this is the same we should apply here. So you're drawing only the quarter and apply the proper signs of construction line for that. Remember that all the visible edges All the borders are with drawing lines, so a thicker line. And then all the construction center lines and anything, any additions are with construction lines, which has to be thinner. So used with a harder pen. Okay, after you make a symmetry, actually imagine the symmetry you're drawing and use the 2:1 scale. So you are making on your paper actually it twice bigger. It will be even more convenient for you to make it bigger. After that, after you actually make this quarter and you draw it in scale twice bigger, you should go to a cross section. And let's check out which cross section shows us the most of it. I wouldn't say that this cross section is perfect, because drawn like that, okay, it's not showing us what happens behind. And here we also have something. So for me, that would be the perfect cross section of this element. And also you get the symmetry in that, so you only need in that case to go with half of it. So only half of it can be drawn, and from that view you can see what actually should be hashed lines, and all the other dimensions could be possibly given later from that. So you start from the main view, then you go for cross section, but remember that the cross section should be made to the rules of rectangular projection style, preferably European for me. So if you are making, let's say, this view, then would like to make a cross section, remember that this cross section, you are just moving this to the right, rotating, I mean, on the paper, and then moving the object. So this is the view on the right side, of course, cross section of that, so you'll be able to show what is inside. So those two things, and after you finish the main view and this cross section, then you start dimensioning. For the dimensioning, you can measure that object, but there is one hatch. Of course, all the dimensions can be easily measured, the lengths, etc. But if you try to go for the diameters, diameters are fine, okay, but the center points are a little bit shifted. Okay, in general, these drills in here are in the center of the object. Okay, and here he's showing that, okay, we got some diameter, but that he's telling us that the center of it is not in the middle, not in the 0, 0, 0 point, which is wrong. Probably the whole model, when made, was shifted a little bit of this 2.3 millimeters. So it happens here but also it happens here where you try to check out the diameter of that and check out. He's telling you that the center of this is totally in the center, but he's telling you that the origin of that, so the starting point from the edge, this is point of origin, is minus 17, which probably is not. For you, what is interesting is how much is it from the edge. So this what's the distance between center point from the edge, and this also can be easily measured just by checking length of this. Just by checking the length of this, and this is around 20 millimeters. So from this edge, the center of this drilling is 20 millimeters, and the diameters you have. So this is all. You can measure that stuff. How to proceed with the slabs today? Of course, before 11 o'clock, you need to upload something, what you have finished to that point. But as for now, if you have finished to some point and would like to ask for something or have a quick check if it's all right, make a picture of that with your phone and upload it, okay? Upload this and ask me for checking this upload. You can re-upload as many times until 11 o'clock as you want, but just upload the task and tell me that you would like to have a comment, and I will then open and comment to you what is, what is it okay, what should be done, what should be changed, etc. So now you should probably start. I hope that everybody has working eDrawings software, and yeah. So this is the time just to start. So you get the main view. You should take the quarter of that, indicate axis starts. Remember the scale should be 2:1, so twice bigger on your paper. If you make quarter, then it will perfectly fit the A4 papers. And that's it. As the beginning, 10 minutes have passed, and now you have your 1 hour and almost 20 minutes to do the job. In case of any questions, just ask.
Sorry, I started to download, but when I proceed to the let's say last step, where your download will begin shortly, I don't have any download, so I don't know what it costs.
You are using Windows 10 and Chrome, right?
Yes, yes.
Guys, you're already on the second year of electronics and computer engineering. You will be engineers in 1.5 years. Did you try to use Edge or Explorer browser? I'd say what? Why? Windows 10, depending on the version you have and the permissions you got it right after installation, if you've not set it, ban is forbidding the installation of software that was not of exe files that were not approved by the Windows Store. It can be changed in the settings, but if so, it's just not letting Chrome start the download. If you go to start with Explorer, Edge browser or Explorer, the newest version, depending what you got updated in your Windows 10, try to go with this built-in browsers, and those will for sure ask you if you would like to download this very I'm almost losing the word, this very dangerous file, which is eDrawings, and those built-in browsers will ask if you would like really to download something so dangerous, because Windows do not know this. And yes, it will be possible then. So just use another browser like Explorer
Okay.
or Edge, and it will download. I'm like 100% sure.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry, sir, I don't have the ability to download the model. I think it's probably because I was originally signed for, was originally enrolled for a different hour.
Yeah. Give me a second. Your friend Ken, right? That is sitting next to you.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Your friend, Mr. Jakub, is probably.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Just give me a second. I will allow you. I forgot that you wanted to be that on that group. Okay, you should already be it should be, you just refresh and it should be possible already.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Just a comment, because few people had problems with this download of eDrawings. If you have any problem with AutoCAD installation downloaded or any time in the future, try to just email before classes so we can meet. Some people did that and I tried with them. That's why I'm so, I know how to work around stuff, but still try to do it before classes to not waste time next time, depending on AutoCAD or this PCB design. If you have any problem, software related, try to email before. Yeah.
Should we draw the title block?
No, because it's gonna be too much, I think. But you are uploading it anyway, so I know who's the work. But you should indicate somewhere on the picture the scale, the projection, rectangular projection style, with wherever it says first angle or third angle. So anyway, you need to place it somewhere. So if you would like to make just a table block and put it inside, you can, but if you just want to make it in some edge of a drawing, the scale and just this. Today, let's focus more on the drawing than on making the table. And guys, when you're making, also important, when you're making this first main view, already think where will be the cross-section. Because there was one person in the classes before that started drawing from the very edge of the paper, and later on it happened that there is no place for making the cross-section according to the rectangular projection movement of the object on the paper. So think where will be all the elements. You should use two only. The main view and the cross-section should be enough, and you will see it to show all the things. No top and bottom view will be needed to show all the details of these elements. So only main view, actually a quarter of that, and then cross-section, which also will be a half of it because this object is symmetrical.